Finals footy, well, it's a whole new ball game. Recent Farrer League favourites Collie Amberley are now staring down the barrel of a straight sets exit, while in the RFL, the season will end this weekend for either the Wagga Tigers or the Main Lions. Hello, welcome to Afl Riverina TV. I'm your host, Simon Anderson, and joining me at the desk is Lahn Shepherd from the Tigers and Paul Habel from AFL Southern New South Wales. Guys, thanks for joining us. Lahn, we'll start with you. The Tigers 50-point winners over Main 2 weeks ago. How much or how little of a mention does that game get in preparation for this weekend?
Oh, not too much. Everything changes when it comes to finals, and Main are a good side. They've had a good few years, the last 4 or 5 years, and they knocked us off in an elimination final last year, so everything changes when it comes to finals, so yeah.
They've had a week off, so effectively a fortnight to prepare for this game. When they're on their game, where are they the strongest and who are you going to have to focus on shutting down?
I think their midfield's definitely their strongest point they've got. And yeah, definitely their midfield. So players like Kotsar and Lockie Stewart, really good ball winners for them. And then they've got really good outside runners with Jesse Lander and Curtis Steele.
Harb's mention of Jaden Kotsar there. What's he going to be telling his players this week, and how did Main turn that result around from 2 weeks ago?
Well, I think exactly what Lahn said. I think Tigers have got a pretty good midfield as well. So I'd suggest that they'll need to have plenty of run and carry like the Tigers do. The Tigers have got some young legs. They use the ball well. And they'll have to do the same with the Lions, because they'll need to get the ball up forward and use the ball and reduce the turnovers, be tight in the contests, you know, especially out of the centre bounces. Clearances will be a key factor in the game, there's no doubt about it. So, and I think this will be a closer game than we saw last time.
Lahn, you missed last week, right to go this week?
Yeah, I should be right, just got rested, so yeah.
Mate, a couple of injuries around the club throughout the year. It has been a bit of a troublesome one for you?
Yeah, we've had a few injuries, but I think our depth this year has been our key. Having players coming up from all sort of grades, reserves and 17s, and performing each week has been good.
Matty Rava's first year as a coach, what's he been like to play under?
He's been a great coach. He's brought a really good work ethic, and he's sort of a younger bloke too, and the boys really responded well to him.
What's his focus been on?
Definitely getting to training early, and when we're there, putting 100% in. Mate,
Harbs, a tip for this game, who do you think compared to the fortnight ago?
Yeah, look, I think Wagga Tigers, even though Main have been rested, if they get a few players back, they'll certainly be. It'll be a tighter contest than the last game. But I think Wagga Tigers, good young running players. Yeah, they've got a good approach, and finals footy is different. But I think Wagga Tigers in a closer game than last time.
Now in the qualifying final, Mangapla up against Coolaman over at Narrandera at 2:15 on Saturday. The reigning premiers, Coolaman, up against the team at the start of the year who many thought would be their biggest challengers. Lahn, you guys hoping to play the loser of this game in next week, week 2 of the finals. Who do you think it's going to be?
Look, it could be either team, but I think Coolaman will probably get up over Mengo.
Harbs, Colin Sandbrook, he's had an amazing impact in his return to Riverina footy. He's taken out the Graincourt Player of the Year award. He's obviously been a great signing by Mango.
Oh, no doubt. He played some good footy down at Donvale in Melbourne. He's come back into the competition, and I probably disagree with Lahn here. I think this will be a cracker of a game, and I think Mango might just get over the line against Coolaman.
Lahn, we mentioned Sandbrook, Danaher as well. What have they brought to Mango?
Yeah, Danaher hasn't played against us both rounds this year, but Sandbrook, he's a really good footballer, really good ball winner, and he's definitely a player if we get through we'll be looking at.
You've had some pretty tough games against Coolaman. Who holds the key for them?
Definitely their midfield's good, and they've got a good ruckman, and yeah, they're good all across the board actually, Coolaman.
We'll move across to the Farrer League, the first semi-final. Collie Amberley up against Mara at Mara Oval, again 2:15 this time on Sunday. Harbs, Collie, back-to-back losses to East Wagga, and suddenly a season and final series that looked like it had so much promise is in danger of collapsing for Mitch Carroll and the boys.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. 2 losses in a row to East Wagga. The boys would certainly be having that in the back of their minds. But I suppose they play against fresher opposition this week in Mara. Mara just got across the line, obviously. But yeah, no, look, Mitch will be firing the boys up. Pound will be an obvious loss to the Collie Amberley boys, and I don't think Mara had too many injuries out of their game, barring being a good physical game. And yeah, no, Mitchell fire his boys up, and I think they'll come out. And this will be a really good game as well.
Lahn, we'll get a tip off you for this one.
I'm going to go with Collie.
Collie, Harbs, Mara did do it tough against North Wagga. Really, really close game, just scraping home. But they do take winning form into this game. Who holds the key for them?
Oh, look, Turner's a bit like Geppert up forward. If he can take the grabs, he didn't take a lot of strong marks like he normally does on the weekend. And if he can hold the grabs and kick some goals, he kicked goals early, but was sort of taken out of the game a bit. I think Clint Taylor went down back in the end and took some strong grabs. Look, North Wagga were very stiff. They hit the post late in the game. Across the board, what I did notice on the weekend was, crucial time of the game. I think Mara's bench panicked. They didn't rotate the players like they did. North Wagga continued to do that, and they didn't. They had some blokes sitting on the bench that could have been on with some leg speed. So, look, I think this will be a close game as well. I'm going to go for Mara in a close game against Coleambally.
The second semi-final, Temora up against East Wagga. Temora's had the week off to prepare. Hubs, Mark Kruger definitely would have been doing his homework on the Hawks. What will he be saying to his players in the preparation for this one?
Oh, look, he can rely on a number of players at Temora, which is good, across from back line, centre line, through to forward line. Obviously, they need to cut off the feet to gap up forward, but I mean, he'll be smart enough to probably drop a bloke into the hole and cut that off. But they've got good goal kicking power and good midfield players as well, so this will be a cracker of a game. And I think in a really tight game, East Wagga are playing on a lot of confidence at the moment. Temora have had the rest. I'm going to go for East Wagga in a tight game.
Lahn, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I think East Wagga too, yeah.
Would be a bit of an upset. Guys, thank you very much for joining us. Good luck this weekend and hopefully for the rest of the final series.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Thanks very much.